Welcome to another edition of Anthony T's Horror Reviews. I'm Anthony T, and in this edition of Anthony T's Horror Reviews, I'll be reviewing the film Purgatory Road, which was recently released by Unearthed Films. Now, Purgatory Road is a very kind of gothic horror film with a slasher serial killer vibe to it. So, first of all, it's not the type of film I would see. Of course, I love slashers, but I'm not really into, serial killer type films. But I've been hearing good things about it. Plus, the film had a really good trailer that kind of lured me into wanting to see this film. So, I decided to pick this up. And I have to say, this is early in the year, but this is a very good film. And another film maybe on my list of best films of 2019 so far. This film is very good from start to finish. One of the things that makes this very good was Mark Savage's direction. He does a very good job making sure that the film moves at a very good pace, whether it's capturing the film's gothic tone to the way he directs his cast. Everything is done in a way that it's very good and keeps your interest. Unlike another certain gothic horror film that I recently reviewed on Anthony T's Horror Chamber, which I totally loathed. Enough with that. We're not talking about that film. But Purgatory Road is a very good film. Speaking of the performances, that is, I think, one of the best things about this film. As Gary Kane's Luke Albright and Trista Robinson do a very good job with the way they performed in the film. I like the fact that they made their characters very interesting. They also worked very well with each other as they had chemistry, which is very important for a film like this, in order to keep your interest, considering it's a Southern Gothic film. And those films usually tend to be boring. So, that is definitely one of the best things about this film. Another thing that I liked about it was its screenplay. Director Mark Savage and Tom Parnell do a very good job making sure that the film has a very gothic tone throughout. I liked how they managed to keep the focus on the two brothers throughout the whole film. That was made for some very interesting dramatic scenes, plus some interesting scenes overall. Plus, they really do a good job with the way they map out the death scenes, as it is very nerve-wracking, which like for a film like this needs to be nerve-wracking, makes you scared, and this really does it very well. I also thought that they really blended both the slasher serial killer elements with the dramatic elements very well here. It really made some very good scenes, and it's really one of the well drawn out films I've seen all year so far, even though it's February. But I really recommend you should check this film out, as the performances are good, Mark Savage's direction is good, and the screenplay is just very good. It's when you have a screenplay that captures the Southern Gothic tone and has a story that keeps your interest, it really makes the overall of the film work so well. And that's what it did here with Purgatory Road. I liked the Gothic tone here. Whether it was captured on film or video or whatever they film it, to the way it was written, it really came off very well. And that's probably the biggest thing, along with the acting, is that the Southern Gothic tone in this film works to perfection. I really recommend you check this film out, as Purgatory Road is available on DVD and Blu-ray. I'll show you the cover of it again. This is Anthony T. Have a good day and support indie horror.